If you don't watching us from, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. This is KMTV. We're live here at the Summertime Sports Complex after pre-match formalities are up and running in this match day 2 of the quarterfinals in the 2020-2021 National County Sports Meet. This is KMTV, Abroad's #1 online television station. And we are here to bring you all of the live actions from the SKD. My name is Anthony Kugwe alongside my co-commentators Natana Tukat and Wayne Gaga. We have a full house here today as we will be bringing you all of the actions from the SKD. And in this first match is Group B winners Grand Cape County up against Group D runners-up Grand Cape County, the defending champions, in this first football match of match day 2 in the ongoing 2020-2021 National County Sports Meet. And in the goal post for Grand Cape County, we have Solomon Tokpa, David Petu wearing jersey number 3, Muntata Tokon wearing jersey number 22, John Singbe number 5, Abraham Kiazulu number 8, Christopher number 10, Kona number 4, Barford Davis number 25, Prince Bar number 7, Francis Doe number 18. That's the hitman who scored 3 goals for Grand Cape County during the group stage. And we have Smith, that's Sam Smith wearing jersey number 2 for Grand Cape County. And like I say, I'm here alongside my co-commentator Natana Tokat, who will take you through the starting lineup of Grand Cape County.
So thank you so much, Anthony. For the defending champions, Grand Cape County will have Humphrey Gugbe starting between the sticks. He was there for them against Nimba County last year county meet final. And Rufus Kennedy, wearing the number 3 shirt, is the captain also of Grand Cape County. Was the most valuable player for the last edition of the county meet. I have Ernest Moba wearing number 9 shirt. Mohamed Seidu wearing number 14 shirt for the defending champions. Loco Jones is wearing number 17. Thomas Henson wearing number 2. Thomas Apia wearing number 10 jersey for Grand Cape County. Koko Wule Nemli wearing the number 11 shirt. Fomba Sheriff wearing number 18. James Toure wearing number 19 shirt for Grand Cape County. And Adolphus Tobo is wearing the number 20 shirt.
Many thanks, Natana Toba. So we are into full 90 minutes of hostilities here at the SKD between 2 top teams. Again, that promises to be an entertaining one. Hope to see a more entertaining football than what we saw yesterday in the match between Monserrate County and Nimba. Unlike the second quarterfinal match between Lofa and Sano, that was less competitive, with Sano County showing no sign of having the ambition to progress to the semi-final. Now Grand Cape County in control. And Prince Bad thought it wise to try his legs from way in the middle of the half, but just couldn't get a perfect shot. So the boys in the half of Grand Cape County. A long ball goes into for Kuko Nimle. And it's been headed away, staying in the air, being tossed over by players. A great head up. So a player from Grand Cape County is on the ground. That's Kuko Nimle. Plays for First Division side Freeport FC, one of the outstanding teams in the Labrador Football Association National League. Second year playing for Grand Cape. Played for the county during the last edition when they won the championship. And he's here again at the SKD. That was a fight against Grand Cape. James Toure, wearing jersey number 19, plays for CC United in the Monserrate County 3rd Division League. So it's a throw for Grand Cayman County in the half of Grand Crew. Francis Do dispossesses. Now Coco Nimland in possession of Grand Crew County. Coco Nimland on the attack. Try to find James Stewart. James Stewart missed touch. Grand Cayman County regain possession. And David Pitu playing his goal line. Now Grand Crew County in possession. Grand Crew County on the attack. Fumba Salif. Fumba. Not enough power on that one. David Pitu also plays for Freeport FC. You have more Freeport FC players representing Grand Cayman County in this all-important tournament. David Pitu also received a red card in Grand Cayman County first group game at the David Coyen Sports Page in Bon County. Skillful play there by Thomas. That's Fumba Sheriff. It could be a big threat to Cayman County down that left side with his piece of skills. Oh, terrible tackle there. A terrible tackle there by Ibrahim Kazulu. Man, that was a very terrible one. And he must be thankful that he wasn't broken in the process. So again, wherever you're joining our broadcast from, we'd like to say welcome. This is KMTV, Liberia's #1 online television station, bringing you all of the actions in the 2020-2021 National County Sports Meet live from the Samarkand Sports Complex. We'd like to say many thanks to you, our many valuable viewers, for your viewing role, and we also appreciate your feedbacks as well. So that was a terrible tackle on Thomas Apia, and that player was lucky. As Ibrahim Kazulu was quite lucky not to have been booked for that tackle on Thomas Apia. So it's a free kick for Grand Cayman County. That's Grand Crew. Rufus Kennedy, the captain, takes a long one into the half of Grand Cayman. He's been brought down there easily. Grand Cayman County in possession. Mays head up. Coco Nimland send a long ball. Intended for his teammate. Goalkeeper comes out. A great decision there from the goalkeeper, Solomon Tokwa, for coming off his goal lines to ensure that the ball is clear. And that was a very tricky pass there from Coco Nimland. Now came on in possession. A long ball to Bafa David, sends a cross. What a miss there. At the time that you saw that cross from the red flank there for Grand Cayman County, it could have resulted to a goal, but this player went there very late. I think that's Prince Bar. Yeah, that's it. Prince Bar. He went there very late and couldn't get his hair onto it.
It was a good opportunity for them as well, but a match like this, you always have spectators having a kind of big expectation, though the contest is a kind of special one. But I think for the last few minutes of the match, the defending champions are hanging on the ball more as compared to Grand Cayman County. But I think that was a little chance for him. He just needed to have been there maybe in time and we have gotten a touch in that, it would have been a different story.
Yep, that would have actually been a different story. He anticipated the play, but wasn't fast enough to make his way through. Shows a throw for Grand Cayman County in the half of Grand Crew County. Throw goes in, Francis Do connects his teammate. A long volley goes in there. Let's see what happens. The goalkeeper come off his goal line to handle that. Thomas Apia in possession for Grand Crew. Finds his teammate. That's Fumba Sharif. He reminds me of Musa Jabatet of Monserrado County. Very skillful player. He may not be getting what he wants at this moment, but Grand Cayman County defense needs to be very careful with Fumba Sharif. He's very skillful, and once you give him that chance, he's definitely going to cause trouble. A long ball for Thomas Apia intended for Koko Nimle, but it travels out. There's a throw for Cape Mount in their own half.
And I think the touches from the attackers of Grand Crew County as it stands gives you a prospect that the defenders of Grand Cape County will have some huge work to do with the likes of Fombas Cherry coming in from the left flank. That is a big trouble for them. You also have Kokula Nimle coming from the other side of the wing. It's a big trouble. So they have to work harder and put themselves together and see how they can track those two players coming in from the wing. And I think it's going to be a good thing for them. Else, they will have a trouble behind them as soon as possible.
Obviously, because talking about the two players that Grand Crew have on the flank, Kokula Nimle, I mean, very skillful as well. Fumba Sharif, also another skillful player. So you must be very careful with them, like we saw with Monserrado County yesterday. And Albert Brown was just in the middle on top as a striker waiting for all of those balls. He missed some opportunities, but at the end of the day, he managed to score some beautiful goals, increasing his goal tally to 4 in the tournament. And Francis Do, the hitman of Grand Cape County, is yet to make a move since the start of this game. We've gone a little over 30 minutes in this first half, and Francis Do is yet to make an attempt. Perhaps he could appear like what we saw when Josiah C., the top performing player from Nimba County, who was all in the news from the group stage, came to the SKD. Not much was seen for him from the first 5 to 10 minutes, but he later introduced himself by getting the curtain raiser. So we could see a similar thing here today with Francis Do. There's a free kick for Grand Crew County after a foul was committed on James Toure. Thomas Apia with this free kick intended for Koko Nimle, but missed pass. Came out 9 possession. Tata Tanko, another skillful player from Grand Cayman County to watch out for. He was just brought down there. And a shot! Brings back, continues to try his leg, trying to score from a distance, but he continues to miss his shots. So he needs to take his time, compose himself better, and direct his shots if he must get what exactly he's aiming at. That was his second try with a strike from distance, but not on target. Still goalless here at the moment at the SKD match day 2 of the 2021 National County Sports Meet Quarterfinals. And added on today, Grand Bassa County girls progressed to the semi-finals of the kickball category, and later followed by Margibi County, who also booked their ticket to the semi-finals of the kickball category. So we now have Nimba, Lofa, Margibi, and Grand Bassa into the semi-finals of the kickball category. Grand Crew County in possession in their own half. Long ball the intended for Fuma Sharif, but was intercepted. Prince back, sends the long ball to Francis Doe, a very physical player. Another long cross goes in there. Grand Cape County on the attack. A long cross goes in. Prince back. Referee says a corner. Prince by again, coming close for Grand Cape County Nathaniel.
Yeah, that's a good attempt from him. He's had 3 attempts so far, and the only attempt for Grand Cape County in the match. Though his shot has always traveled off target, but I think that one coming was a little bit closer, and that was another good work from the Grand Cape County goalkeeper.
Yeah, a good one there. Grand Cape County coming close. They now have a corner kick. The first corner of this all-important match. Prince back making the attempts for Grand Cape County. The corner goes in and it's been headed out not properly. Another one. Stay in the half of Grand Crew. An overhead kick. Stay in the half of Grand Crew. Grand Crew trying to clear their lines. Grand Cape County regain possession, but it travels out for a throw. A little over 17 minutes so far being played. Grand Cape County trying to get the match open up. Prince Bat has been that outstanding player for Cape Mount. Coming close. So Prince has been that outstanding player. Another one goes there, but it's been easily handled by the goalkeeper. And the Cape Mount fans are waking up to build that momentum. Very excited about our team performance so far. Stay goalless at the moment here at the SKD. This is KMTV. So continue to share the broadcast. Invite others to join you and enjoy this all-important match here as we bring you live actions from the SKD. So wherever you're watching us from, this is KMTV. My name is Anthony Kukwe alongside my co-commentators Natana Tukbat and Wing Gaga. So we are bringing you all of the live actions. From here at the SKD. So it's a free kick for Grand Cape County. In the half of Grand Crew. And this match is being handled by central referee Emmanuel Mensah, assistant referee number 1 Thomas Conan, assistant referee number 2 John Fan, and Roger Brown, full official. And of course, I must commend the Liberia Football Referees Association, LIFRA, for entrusting these young and energetic referees to handle these games. James Toure on the attack for Cameron, into the half of Cameron counter. James Toure tried to break Prince Peto, went down, a pity for a penalty. Referee said play continues. James Toure, not a skillful player, tried to break Prince Peto. Another cross goes in for Cameron. James Toure, can he get out of it? Landsman flash goes up. James Toure caught in an offside position. So it's getting more tense, more entertaining here. James Toure send it to Thomas Apia. Thomas Apia for Fumba Sherry. Fumba in the half of Grand Cayman County. Fumba went down there. Also a pity for a penalty. Referee Manuel Mensah said play continues. The second time, 2 successive tackles in the box, but not scoring enough to so this player from Grand Crew County is still on the ground. And it's been attended to by referee Manuel Mensah. So as I was saying earlier on, I must commend the Liberia Football Referees Association for entrusting young referees to take charge of these crucial matches. Talking about the quarterfinal stages of this big tournament. Yesterday finals were handled by 2 young referees. The first game between Moswara and Nimba County was ably handled by Mohamed Ba, a 24 years old referee. And the second game was handled by Fidesco Besman, age 26. And now you have another young referee, Emmanuel Mensah, handling this crucial match here. And we have been informed that the chief patron of sports, President George Weah, has just arrived. And his county is in action. The defending champions, Grand Crew County, are fought against Coco Nimland. So it's a goal kick for Grand Crew County. Wayne, you've been following the game. We've gone a little over close to half an hour since the start of this first half. Give us your own impression about the game so far.
Well, Tony, the game started on a very slow pace. I'm very sure that the observation of the both teams, everyone have seen where can they move on to capitalize in terms of weaknesses. So the observation is over and everyone now is coming up wide to see how best to get the curtain race up. But a few things that I've captured from the game here is if you look at the team of Grand Cayman, they are coming with that force, knowing very well they are playing against the defending champions in the football category. So they are trying to come out, get the added goal, and see how best to push back. But they have some deficiencies in their defense. Looking at the 2 wingers from Grand Crew counties, they are exceptional players. Looking at Coco Wooled Nimna, who play for Freeport FC, he's been of fire in the first division league. So he continuing the same form in this counter mid. So the defense of Grand Kidman need to be careful. Likewise, if you look at the defense of Grand Crew County, they seem to be a bit relaxed because we are not seeing much, with the exception of Harris, who got the 3 goals for Grand Kidman County, who tried to pull off the trigger. But I'm very sure the observation is over and teams are now looking for the lead.
Many thanks to you, Wayne Gaga, for your own observation on the match of what's happening so far. And of course, it promises to be an entertaining one. Still goalless at the moment. Grand Cayman County nil, Grand Crew nil. Grand Cayman County are Group B winners. Why? Grand Crew County are Group D runners-up. Qualifying from way there by Bolu County. Is a free kick for Grand Crew. Thomas Apia moves there. No, Rufus Kennedy shoots. That's good enough. Not directed perfectly. A long ball intended for Prince Bad. Cayman County tried to launch a counter-attack, but was intercepted by Rufus Kennedy. Another long ball goes into the half of Kidmount. Headed away. Now, former Sheriff Koko Wula Nimlet. Koko. Former dials it out for a throw to Kidmount. And the long throw intended for Prince Louis goes in. Koko Nimlet in the half of Grand Kidmount. Koko. He was brilliantly tackled there by Kidmount defenders. Giving no chance at all. And referee said that was a foul against Muntata. So another free kick for Grand Crew County. Thomas Apia and Rufus Kennedy are both posted on top of this ball. And Apia sends the long cross. Koko Nimlet. Koko still battling to handle this ball. Koko still in possession. And that's a reckless tackle by Koko, leaving the ball to elbow his opponent. And he's definitely going to be booked for that. Referee Manuel Mesa has shown him a yellow card. Yes, that was a reckless tackle by Koko Nimlet. Should have known better. Should have guarded the ball in a better way rather than going on to make such a reckless tackle. And he was booked for that, the first yellow card in the game. Koko Nimlet, a first division player for Freeport FC. Grand Crew on the counter attack. Koko Nimlet, 2 against 1. Koko Nimlet, and he shoots. Wayne, you saw that chance. Koko Nimlet only had one defender in front of him. Former Sheriff was making his way through, anticipating a true ball, but Koko shoot, and that ball was just far away from target. What do you make of his performance?
I would tell it to be a savage play by Koko Wula Nimnet, because if you look at the attack, had 2 against 1, and Toure was just on the other end free, where Koko just needed to give that penetrating pass, but he didn't do it. Tried to kick and see whether he could get the curtain raiser, but it couldn't just work because he kicked the ball wide. But it was not just quite good for Koko per his experience playing on in the first league in Liberia, the first division, and playing such a ball, being very savage to his teammates. I don't think that was the referee decision by Koko.
Yeah, obviously that was very selfish of Koko Nimlet. 2 up against 1. Could have made, or should have made a better decision to get the curtain raiser here, but unfortunately His final decision wasn't right. And it remains goalless here. Grand Crew, Coco Nimla again. Coco is being brought down. And referee said that was a fair tackle. And now is a foul against Grand Crew. Keep my in possession. Christopher. Francis back to Christopher. Christopher sends in the long ball. Up. Not too good. Thomas Apia cleverly beating this defender, brought down there is a free kick for Grand Crew County, right outside the half of Grand Kidman County. Grand Kidman County, after racing up their rhythm, making several attempts on goal, coming close to get a curtain result. They have now dropped their rhythm, and now Grand Crew is the one, or are the ones dominating. A free kick. Rufus Kennedy. Another poor one from Rufus. Francis though finds his teammate Prince back. Prince. Christopher. There's a handball against Christopher. Free kick for Grand Crew. This is KMTV, Liberia's #1 online television station. My name is Anthony Kukwe alongside my co-commentators Natana Tukwa and Wayne Gaga, bringing you live commentary from the SKD. And wherever you're watching us from, we'd like to say many thanks to you for joining our broadcast. Continue to share our broadcast and also invite others to watch this game. Grand Kidman in possession, try to attack. Francis though, a poor one from Francis. Not much has been seen from Francis here since the start of this game. As you may recall, Francis was the hitman for Kidman during the group stages, where he scored the lone goal against Bond County in Group B opening match, and later score a brace against Grand Jide County in their 2-1 victory that saw them secure their space in the quarterfinal. In their final game against Grand Bassa, they settled to a goalless draw. Qualify alongside Grand Bassa, who will be taking on Magibi County later on after this game. Goalkeeper Solomon Tokbada displaying some brilliant skills, skillfully beating two attackers, and he's being cheered by the fans. But I don't think that was a good one because the ball didn't go anywhere far from his half. But Grand Crew just wasted that opportunity to Coco Nimlan. Solomon Tukwa, the goalkeeper, displaying some manual newer skills here, taking up the risk to dribble attackers. Kidman on the attack. Ibrahim Kazuru finds his teammate Mutala. Ow! Inches away from the goalpost. Mutala Tanko with that rightful effort from long range, just inches away from the goalpost. Less than 10 minutes to the close of this first half. Still, Grand Cayman County nil, Grand Crew nil. Great end-to-end football from the two teams, creating great chances. Prince Bar coming close for Grand Crew. And another ball goes through there for Prince Bar. Prince Bar in the half of Grand Crew and dispossesses. Grand Crew in possession. Loco Jones tried to give a long ball there, but it was a missed kick. Muntala, skillful Muntala for Grand Cayman. Cleverly beating his opponents. Muntala brought down the referee Manuel Mensah. Say play continues. Cayman stay in possession. Christopher connects his teammate. Ibrahim Kazulu sends in a long ball to the right flank. Can the cross goes in. Cayman in the half of Grand Crew, but it's been cleared out for a corner. Less than 10 minutes to the close of the first half, and the match is getting more tense yet. Grand Cayman County again picking up their rhythm after Cayman, that's Grand Crew, was the one dominating in the last 5 to 6 minutes. Now Cayman have a corner kick. Muntala sends the corner kick. It goes in. TV Peto tried to head it, but a scrap fences though. But it's off target. And supporters outside the stadium are still trying to make their way through. And securities have been told to move out to gate 6, where tension is said to be ongoing there. And that was a handball by James Stewart. Still goalless here at the SKD. Grand Cayman County 9 possession. A long ball for Francis though. Francis can he get out end of it? He's been strongly tackled there. And there's a throw for Grand Cayman County. The cross goes in. Ow. Prince back. Could have gotten his leg onto that. The goalkeeper came off his goal line. Keep out David Pito connects his teammate. Now Francis Do trying to find Christopher, but Grand Crew wins possession. Fumba Sharif, a long ball intended for Thomas Apia, and he wins it. Apia looking to get in the cross, and he does. It goes in, but it's been brought down easily by goalkeeper Solomon Tukpa. And Christopher Tibanko is on the ground. plays for Freeport FC in the Labrador Football Association First Division League. And Grand Cape Mount County is being coached by David Paul, a First Division tactician who made some great decisions during the group stage. His first 2 games, his team was reduced to 10 men, but Yadden State went on to win those games and qualify, became the first team to qualify during the group stage after collecting 6 points from their first 2 games. Now they are here into the quarterfinals up against Grand Crew, the defending champions. Prince back for Cape Mount. He's being brought down. And that's a foul against Grand Crew. So it's a free kick for Grand Cape Mount County in the half of Grand Crew after Prince Bar was brought down. And we are just a little over less than 2 minutes away from the close of this first half. Still goalless yet. So a free kick for Cape Mount. Ibrahim Kazulu is on that. Ibrahim Kazulu sends a long cross. Prince Bat is being caught in an offside position. Linesman flag goes up. And goalkeeper sends this long one for Fumba Sharif. Didn't win it. Cape Mount in possession. Muntala connects his teammate. Muntala sends in a long cross. That ball was intended for Prince Bar, but it was intercepted. Now Thomas Apia for Grand Crew. Finds Coco Nimlen. Coco to James Touré. James Touré didn't possess that ball better, so went out for a throw for Grand Crew. James Touré again, but he was tackled this time around. It's a free kick for Grand Crew. It has just been brought to our attention that a television station, Ubuntu Broadcasting Network, is streaming our game live without asking us for permission. That's very unprofessional, and we ask that Grand Cape Mount County on the attack, but that player was caught in an offside position and still went on to miss that ball. So earlier on, as I was saying, Ubuntu Broadcasting Network, I mean, it's fair enough that he asks us for permission before streaming our content live. And to you, our many viewers, we do appreciate you taking your time out to follow our broadcast. A long ball intended for Prince Bat. Great kick now. Prince Bat. Oh, got his foot onto that. Beat the goalkeeper, but go inches away from the goalpost. Grand Cape Mount County coming very close to their most outstanding player so far, Prince Bat, who could have gotten the opening goal here but he came very close. Unfortunately, didn't get what he wanted. Now Coco Nimle finds James Stewart for Grenku. Grenku looking for the opening goal before the end of this first half. James Stewart, Coco, and that was a handball by Coco. So keep on regain possession. Another long ball goes in. Now Francis Doe, 2 against 2. Francis Doe in the half of Grenku. Francis Doe hitting the goalpost. What a miss! Nathaniel, you saw that. Francis Doe, announcing himself since the start of this game, haven't made any attempt. That was his first attempt on goal, and that ball just hit the goalpost, and then later rolled in front of the goal line.
It was actually a good play from Doe, but he was kind of frustrated and unfortunate that it did not go the way he expected it, and hitting the near post. I think that was the biggest disappointment ever. That he will leave the first half weak, but it was a good play. The goalkeeper Humphrey Gugu was nowhere near to stop that ball, but I think the near post will be credited for helping Grand Crew County to maintain a goalless draw for the first period.
And there goes the halftime whistle by referee Manuel Mensah, bringing the first half to a close. Grand Cayman County nil, Grand Crew nil. And Francis Doe had that great opportunity lately to get the curtain raiser, but his ball rolled right in front of the goal line. So that brings the first half to a close. This is KMTV, wherever you're watching us from. Continue to follow our broadcast as we go for this first half break. And when we return, we go into the last and final half of this all-important match to bring you all of the actions as they unfold here at the SKD. My name is Anthony Kogo alongside Natana Topa and Wayne Gaga. We return right after this halftime break.
money gets song. You can listen to it. Anything for that matter. Now you can listen.
Simple for my people. I wish money on my sinker. It got me feeling first class. With orange money, I can send money to my buying janta. With orange money, I can send money to my mind lofa. Just that's how I want for cash. Follow the instruction and do what you want. Just that's how I want for cash. Follow the instruction and do what you want. If you want pay for LC, I'll pay your school fee. Whether you can use orange money if you want buy your credit or pay your taxes. Sister, you can use orange money, oh. Orange money if you want buy your credit or pay your taxes. Sister, you can use orange money, oh. If you want buy your credit or pay your taxes, sister, you can use orange money, oh.
with the orange money song, eh? It can explain everything that orange money can do.
Orange money get song.
You can be listen to it. Anything for that matter, now you can see.
Orange money make life simple, simple for my people. Orange money on my sinker, they got me feeling first class. With orange money, I can send money to my buying hunter. With orange money, I can send money to my mind loafer. Just that's how I want for hash. Follow the instruction and do what you want. Just that's how I want for hash. Follow the instruction and do what you want. If you want pay for medicine, or pay your school fee, brother, you can use orange money. If you want buy your credit or pay your taxes, sister, you can use orange money.
The orange money thing number 4. Anything boy you can just get it just like this.
Hey, guess what? What? Everybody's school fee. I can see orange money. When I see people, I see people. Anytime I see people, I am the down. Come on, Biggie. You and your own partner, you're always late. Yes, you're always late. With the orange money song, eh? It can explain everything that orange money can do.
Orange money get song.
You can be listen to it. Anything for that matter, now you can listen.
Orange money make life simple, simple for my people. Orange money on my sinker, they got me feeling first class. With orange money, I can send money to my buying hunter. With orange money, I can send money to my mind loafer. Just that's how I want for cash. Follow the instruction and do it.
Yo, come on the stage or okay, yeah. Listen, I got a frosty question. Any question?
Mix International.
Okay, welcome back. We are up and running into the second and final half of this first quarterfinal match in match day 2 between Grand Cape Mount County and Grand Crew County here at the SKD. So again, wherever you're watching us from, I'd like to say thanks for joining our broadcast. My name is Anthony Kukwe alongside my co-commentators Natana Tupa and Wayne Gaga. Grand Cape Mount County wearing dominant white jersey, while Grand Crew are in the dominant green jersey. It's a free kick for Cape Mount. In the start of this second half, the free kick goes in. It's a head up. What a save! Prince by again after making all of those attempts in the first 45. He has returned, making the first attempt for Cape Mount, and goalkeeper Humphrey Gogbe was very smart enough to have stopped that. That would have resulted to a goal, but the goalkeeper was smart enough. Free kick for Cape Mount. Rufus Kennedy sensing a free kick. Tim Stewart finds his teammate. Cape Mount counted. That's Grand Crew. From by Sheriff. And Prince back clears it down, not perfectly. And that was a bad tackle there by that player from Grand Crew County. And after this match, and the Nazi here in the background is being made for Grand Bassa County. Will be going up against Maigibi County in the second game. So they are making their way to the dressing room. And majority of the fans here are cheering them as they prepare to go in the dressing room for the second game here today. Ibrahim Kazuru has been booked for a very poor tackle on Thomas Apia out of Grand Crew. So Thomas Apia is still on the ground. He's been attended to. Grand Bassa County team stay parading the perimeters before they can finally head to their dressing room. A free kick goes in there for Grand Crew. Still in the half of Cape Mount. It's being headed out, not properly. Francis Do try to head it. Long cross intended for Fumba Sheriff. Fumba, can he get at the end of it? Fighting to get it. It goes out for a goal kick to Grand Cape Mount. A foul against James Stewart after hitting Captain David Pito, a first division player who plays a show for Freeport FC in the LFA First Division League. Now Kidman County, Muntala sends a long ball intended for Prince Pito, but Prince Pito is caught in an offside position. Now Fumba Sherry for Grand Crew corners his teammate in the middle of the pack. A misplaced pass there. Now Francis Doe for Kidman County on the attack. Francis Doe still moving. Doe, a brilliant tackle there by that defender from Grand Crew. Grand Crew regain possession. Now Kidman, whoever said that was a foul. Another tender for Grand Crew from by Sheriff. Brilliant, they beat that defender, but the defender was also smart enough to have come back to get that ball under control. Grand Kidman County need to be very careful here. And the tackles are just too much. And another player, that's Prince Bai, is on the ground. You're still hearing a huge noise or cheers in the background. That's the Belgian boys who have been cheered by their supporters here as they parade the perimeters of the stadium. The Belgian boys. By Sheriff, it's being won by Ibrahim Kazulu, sends it home to his defense. The goalkeeper clears his goal line. The Grand Crew stay in possession. Thomas Apia has been cleared by Kidman. He's got caught in an offside position. Grand Bazaar team being cheered by our supporters, and they are parading on the perimeter of the pitch before heading on to their dressing room, and will be hitting the pitch after this game. Now Fumba Sheriff being hit dead, but referee said that wasn't a foul, so play continues. Now Prince Bava Kidman County sends a long cross, but didn't direct it. Thomas Apia in possession of a Grand Crew. And as Moba try to send a long through ball, but not a perfect one. Kidman County section in their own half, a long ball intended for Francis Doe, still chasing it, but it's been tackled at. It goes out for a true for Grand Crew. 10 minutes going to this second 45. And Prince Bass attempt for Kidman County. The only shot on target so far for Grand Kidman. Now another one going in, but it's being put out for safety by Grand Crew. So Kidman have a throw deep in the half of Grand Crew. So it's a throw for Grand Kidman County. The throw goes in. Montara try to head it, but it's been cleared. Christopher now in possession for Grand Kidman. Christopher was brought down. Referee play continues. Thomas Apia. And referee said that was a foul. Natana, you saw that counter attack that Grand Crew was trying to carry on by Thomas Apia, and that player has been booked.
It was a good chance from them trying to still get the opener in this match in the second period after coming in about 12 minutes into second half now, and they're still struggling to get an opener. But I think there is still a kind of big expectation from the fans, especially of Grand Kidman County, following their performance at the preliminary rounds, and then play more than 50 minutes in this match, not yet to get a goal. And the defending champions too are still struggling to get that lead despite a lot of chances they've had in the last few minutes of the match.
Obviously, more eyes on Grand Kidman County based on our performance. And when that foul was committed, Kona Butler was booked in the process. That's Kona Butler of Grand Kidman County was booked. A throw for Kidman. Francis though has it, but was intercepted. A long ball intended for James Stewart goes in. Muntala skillfully beating his opponent, who has been won by Grand Crew. A poor through ball there, but Kugo Nimle fought his way to stay there. Now Ibrahim Kazuru for Kidman County. And that's Bafford Davis, Bafford to Francis though, very physical, still moving in the half of Grand Crew. A poor decision about Francis though.
I think Francis should have used a left foot to do a solo cross in front of the goalpost of Grand Crew County, but he tried to do the opposite and didn't just work for him there. But howbeit is Grand Crew County 0 and Grand Kidman 0. We are still expecting the opener here.
Obviously still expecting the match opener here. Francis though, a strong player who made his case during the group stages. In Group B at the Dewe Kuyon Sports Stadium in Bangabon County, trying to introduce himself via the SKD. I think he needs to do better, do more, so that he can catch up with Mosuado County's cracker, Ala Brown, who on yesterday increases goal tally to 4, scoring a brace in the opening match in the first quarterfinal match yesterday. Why Francis though has 3 from the group stages and now into the quarterfinals, but is yet to get his name on the score sheet. Grand Crew County with the tiki-taka, knocking it perfectly from their half, now into the half of Kidman County. Grand Crew still in possession. A long through ball for James Toure. What a feeble one. A very poor one there from James Toure after his teammates had connected from their own half through the midfield. Eventually went on to give it to him as a scracker, but that was very poor from James Toure, who plays for CC United in the 3rd Division League. Now counter attack by Grant Kidmont. Francis Doe. A perfect tackle there by Grand Crew County in their own half. I think Grand Crew County are quite aware of Francis Doe, so a special defender has been assigned on him. So every move he makes, he's always been tightly marked to ensure that he doesn't get his name on the score sheet or provide an assist that could result to a goal. So it's a corner for Grand Crew. That's Grand Kidmont. Muntala Tanko is going to take this corner kick. A corner kick for Grand Kidmont. Corner goes in. Francis Doe, I don't know what exactly he was thinking. Helping Grand Crew to clear their lines. Grand Crew tried to launch a counter attack to Thomas Apia, but he gave a misplaced pass. But Grand Crew has stayed in possession. Fuma Sharif tried to skillfully beat Bafa Davis, but it travels out for a throw to Grand Crew. The throw goes in. Fuma Davis, that's Fuma Sharif. Muntala brought down there. There's a foul against Grand Crew. Still goalless here at the Samarkand Sports Stadium between Grand Kidmont County and Grand Crew. And this is KMTV bringing out of the live actions in the quarterfinals of the 2020-2021 National County Sports Meet. Rufus Kennedy with a head up. A skillful play by Kidmont. Muntala trying to send it across. It's being won by Grand Crew. Now Grand Crew on the attack. Tim Stewart. And that's a foul by Kuko Nimla. He needs to be very careful. He has already been booked after he received the first yellow of this game. So he needs to be very careful, or else he will be booked for the second time, which will result to him being sent out. So a player of Grand Kidmont County. It's been attended to by medics after that tackle by Kuko Nimle. Thomas Apia for Grand Crew. Apia trying to find Kuko Nimle, but they didn't send in that pass correctly. Now Rufus Kennedy in possession. Francis Doe tried to win that, but he just couldn't. A physical competition between Francis Doe and that player for Grand Crew. A long free kick goes in for Kidmont. Grand Crew defense struggling to handle that. Stay in their half. Fumba Sharif, a very skillful player, up against another skillful player, Muntala of Grand Kidmont, and he was tackled in the process right in front of the lance. And that's on offside against Grand Cape Mount. Muntala Tanko was tackled by former Sheriff while trying to gain possession of that ball. But referee said that wasn't a foul. And Muntala is being treated outside the pitch because that's where he fell. So the game will continue. Grand Cape Mount County making their first substitution. Sam Smith has been substituted. He has been replaced by player wearing jersey number 9. That's Peterson Lamy. Or Peterson Linden wearing jersey number 9 for Cape Mount County has been introduced. And we've gone a little over 20 minutes into this second 45. Nathaniel and Wayne, I mean, what do you make of the second half so far? Not much has been seen as compared to the first 45.
Looking at Grand Crew County having to be the defending champions, I know spectators are wondering why they are playing this way. The Grand Crew they saw during the last edition of the National Contest Post Meet. By this time, Grand Crew was up by a goal now, but seeing them struggling to get a goal within this match against Grand Cape Mount County, where other talk to be one of the underdogs teams within this competition. But Grand Cape Mount have proven everybody wrong, or those who've been thinking that they couldn't do anything into this competition. They are proving them wrong. They were the first county to qualify from the group stage, and now they are against the defending football champions and stay goalless up to this time. So at the end of this match, our full seed Experience winning this game. Experience will actually win this game, whether it be Grand Cape Mount County or Grand Crew County. Looking at the two coaches on the touch line, David Paul, who coached Freeport FC, guarding Grand Cape Mount County, and as well as Coach Sislas, who won the contest meet with Grand Crew County. So let's see, to see our best who moved to the semi-finals.
Yep, who moves to the semi-finals is the biggest question right now between these two teams. Muntala connects his teammate down the right flank, a long cross, Prince back for Cape Mount, tried to connect Peterson, but Grand Crew intercepted that. Now Thomas Apia sends the long ball to James Toure. James Toure couldn't just bring that ball down his chest. I mean, James Toure needs to do better here. Points cracker for Grand Crew County. Hasn't made that much attempt on goal yet to see him hit target as a scracker. He needs to step up. Christopher DiBanco is on the ground. Has been very physical in the middle of the park for Grand Cape Mount County. A good defensive midfielder, doing all of the hard works for Cape Mount. Plays for Freeport FC in the LFA First Division League. And he's been escorted out of the pitch by the medics. I mean, his jersey can tell you exactly what he's been doing in the middle of the field. Making sure to move on into his half and into his opponent's half to mark for those balls, get it and distribute it, or give it to the distributor. A long through ball intended for Francis Doe. Rufus Kennedy on the interception. Francis Doe But it's been brought down by goalkeeper Humphrey Godfrey. Got rid of Grand Crew. So Francis Doe is on the ground. Francis Doe now being escorted out of the pitch. Still goalless here at the SKD. Grand Cape Mount counted 0. Grand Crew counted the defending champion 0. And moments ago, Francis Doe, while being escorted out by the medics, tried to pick up the goalkeeper of Grand Crew County Tower. Perhaps they want to bring back that same scenario from the Diriquoyon Sports Place in Bond County, where fans insisted that the goalkeeper tower, which was a black color, be taken away from the goalpost because they believed that it was what they call juju. Grand Crew County putting the ball out for safety. That's the substitute bench of Grand Crew County. Noise been made in the background as supporters of Grand Crew County. A long strike there by a Duffer Stubber, but off target. Mount Muntala fans Brentford Davis, a misplaced pass by Davis. Now Coco Nimland for Grand Crew. Coco, a great tackle there by Ibrahim Kazulu of Kidmount. Kidmount now gain possession. Davis looking for Muntala but was intercepted. Coco Nimland for Grand Crew looking for James Toure. James Toure needs to do better for Grand Crew as a striker. Continuing to lose possession of his balls. Not making any attempt as a punch striker for Grand Crew. I don't know if the coach is watching his performance since the start of this game. Chobot brought down, refs no foul. Davis, Muntala. Try to send a long ball to Prince Bat. Thomas Apia. A long two ball for James Toure. Can he get out in a bit? James Toure! James Toure appealing for a penalty. Referee Manuel Mensah said play continues. That wasn't a foul. There was no handball in there, so we move. A very beautiful true ball there from Thomas Apia. to James Toure. Francis Do ups. Pull one there from Francis. Grand Crew ringing possession. Turbot being marked there by Peterson. Now Thomas Apia sends a long ball. Intercepted by Grand Cape Mount. Davis clears his goal line. Goes out for a throw to Grand Crew. Still goalless here at the SKD. Grand Cape Mount can't over through. Davis sensing the throw. Headed out by Grand Crew. Mohamed Seydou. And the National County Sports Meet is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia. And this broadcast as well. Many thanks to our partner Orange for making sure that we bring you all of the actions live from the SKD. Francis though sending across, not too good. Rufus Kennedy. Christopher Dibanko, the defensive midfielder of Cape Mount, with another tackle. Against Fumba Sharif of Grand Crew. Captain Rufus Kennedy, the most valuable player in last year's edition, take that free kick. The free kick goes in, but it's been cleared away by David Pito of Grand Cape Mount. Grand Crew regain possession. Thomas Apia. James to record in an offside position. Ibrahim, David Pito, Davis, a throw for Grand Crew. Only one substitution has been made for Cape Mount here. Peterson, who came on in the start of the second half. Now Grand Crew on the counter attack. Thomas Apia. And the cross goes in. James Toure can get that. James didn't get his hair onto that. And David Pito is claiming that he was fouled in the process when the ball went in the air. So it's going to be attended to by medics. too much of fouls been committed in this game, and another yellow card has been shown. This time around to Prince Bad of Grand Cape County. Too many fouls. Too many times the game has been stopped. Killing the excitement of what exactly the fans out here want to see. We've gone hit the 2 minutes. Less than 10 minutes to come to the end of this 19 minutes. Perhaps anything could happen in the closing minutes of this game. A long ball intended for Baffa Davis, but it's been brought down by goalkeeper Humphrey. Turbot in possession of Grand Crew. Turbot connects Thomas Nelson. Nelson sends in the long cross. James Stewart has it. From by Sherry, try to get that, but it was headed away and later clear by Grand Cape Mount. But Grand Crew stay in possession. Turbot. Another foul. The free kick goes in, but was headed away. A counter attack. Peterson, Grand Cape counter. Can he get a goal? A great opportunity there for Peterson to kill this game in those closing minutes, but didn't compose himself enough. Didn't direct his shot, and it traveled across the crossbar. That was a great attempt, a great chance for Grand Cape County. And of course, Cracker James Stewart has been substituted for Grand Crew. A very good decision by the coach. James Stewart had all of the chances, all of the balls, just couldn't control it. Of course, goes in for Grand Crew. Beautifully handed and brought down by Solomon Turbot. Ibrahim Kazulu for Cape Mount finds Davis. Davis, a poor ball from Davis. Francis Dowan was anticipating that ball, patiently awaiting it, but I don't know exactly what Davis was thinking on, and just send the ball to his opponents. Now Cape Mount in possession. Prince back. Another foul. So it's a free kick for Grand Cape County in the closing minutes of this second half. and a player from Grand Crew is still on the ground, and the medics are rushing there with a stretcher to get him out. And there are some dramas going on in the background here, where Cape Mount players ran into the goalpost of Grand Crew, trying to clear away what the team as witches from the goalpost. Coco Nimland sends a long through ball to Larry Simeon. Larry Simeon, can he get it yet? Oh, what a great defensive work by came out. Coco Nimland, Grand Crew counter coming close to win this game. Great defensive block by the defense of Grand Cape Mount County. A great opportunity there for Grand Cape Mount County after the goalkeeper came off his goal lines and he was dribbled. But after Simon tried to send the ball to the goalpost, it was blocked by Cape Mount defender. And eventually went on to Coco Nimla of Grand Crew, who tried to hit the curtain, but it was also saved by Cape Mount County goalkeeper Solomon Tukpa. We are in the closing minutes of this second half. So the fourth official has signaled 3 minutes at a time to bring this second half to a close. 3 minutes of added time to end this game. Christopher in possession by Cape Mount. Fans Ibrahim Kazulu. But Grand Crew gain possession. Christopher. Sends a long ball intended for Francis Doe. Francis Doe stay there. Francis Doe! That was a great header, but a great save as well from goalkeeper Humphrey Godfrey. What a save, what a head up from Francis Doe.
It was a great header and a great save, and we are just into the end of time of this match. Probably will go to extra time, 30 minutes of play if the match remains like this. So as we see a beautiful attempt by Francis Doe. Francis Doe have been exceptional from the start of this game. Leg-wise, goalkeeper Humphrey Gubert. And you are seeing this, the drama of the National County Sports Media. You're looking at the goalpost. Players are going to draw their own lines on the goal line. So that's the drama of the county meet. They look traditional as they tell me to be, or as they believe. But things are good here. Both contests are yet to score. The scoreline still remains 0-0. Defending football champions against one of the teams that seem to not be the favorite of winning this year's contest, supposed to be Grand Kidman, but they are proving everything that they are one of the contests to look at. They are one of the contenders. They are one of the favorite to win this year's contest post meet.
Yep, a player for Grand Crew who was crushed out of the pitch. Perhaps there was some fracas in the hands. We don't know yet. Hope that it's not that serious. And he's been treated by the medics after he was crushed out of the pitch. And that's Chicago James Stewart after he has been substituted high out of the balls to make good use of when he was on the pitch, but didn't do it. Now he's standing on the sideline praying that his side wins this game. And there goes the final whistle by referee Manuel Mensah. Bringing this game to a close. Grand Cayman counted 0. Grand Crew counted 0 in the first football quarterfinal match of match day 2 of the 2020-2021 National County Sports Meet. So anyone from now will be heading into escort time. First 15 of the escort time. We're going to use preparing that communication set. into the first 30 minutes of escort time here. Still goalless between Grand Cape Mount and Grand Crew. 15 minutes. And after this extra time, if there is no match winner, we will be heading to post-match sport kicks. Now Grenku on the attack. Dominic Green. A long through ball to Fuma Sherry. Fumba. Found the teammate Samson into the harbor. Get back. What a great chance there. Now we are coming very close to give Grenku the lead. Who was just introduced into this half during the first 15 minutes of extra time. Couldn't direct his shot. Wherever you're watching us from, we'd like to say thanks for joining our broadcast from across the globe. We do appreciate you taking up the time to follow our broadcast. So continue to share our broadcast and invite others to join as well. Putting up some great fight since the start of this extra time. She's a corner for Grenku. Nimlet. goes in. Who's that? Red header back over Nimlet. Barnes just inches away from the left goal post. A great diving head up there back over Nimlet. Grand Crew County once again coming very close. Opening goal here. Over Nimlet with that diving head up. And a beautiful play there by Mamuria, who struggled his way through to send in that cross. In the end, they were unlucky. So substitution for Grand Cape County. Here is about to come in. We will be going in for Mutala Tanko. He has done his best yet since the start of this game. Making some skillful moves, creating chances, completing several passes. He has done his part. So we are into the second and final 15 minutes of extra time. Still goalless here between Grand Cape County and Grand Crew. The fouls have been committed in this game more than any other game I've seen in this quarterfinal stage. Too much of stoppages. So it's a free kick for Grand Cape on another attack. Grand Crew counted. A long cross in front of Coco Nimlet. Out. Deflected. Nimlet stay on it. Coco Nimlet stay in possession. Can he provide another assist? He does. And he's brilliant defensive work there by David Petto. President George, we are anticipating another goal, but that didn't just happen. Kidman County now on the move, trying to get an equalizer. Prince back. Prince stay on it. Going to the half of Grand Crew. Prince provide a long ball. No one's at the end of it. Now properly clear. Prince finds his teammate. Now Christopher shoots, deflected. And the goalkeeper Humphrey will bring it down easily. Out here today. Supporters from Flora counties training out in that number school, cheering their team. First stopper is that man at the moment after scoring that brilliant red force crack. Thanks to Kugula Nimlet for that assist as well. Tactics are going to come up before this game can come to a close. Another player is on the ground, and he will definitely be stretched out by the medics in the stretcher. No time left for Grand County. Grand County making their way to the semi-finals of the 2020-2021 National County Sports Meet. The goal scorer, Adolfo Stover, has been scratched out of the pitch. Christopher seen a true ball that was blocked. The true for came on the half of Grenku. Goalkeeper Humphrey. Godwin brings it down. Nimla again. Try to send the cross, but didn't go through. Keep Mount. Christopher. Long ball to Prince back. Prince wasn't paying attention to his teammate that was coming. Christopher. The cross goes in, but goalkeeper Humphrey Godwin brings it down easily. Against Grenku. That was a great chance for Grenku to double their lead. Thomas Apia wasn't scoring brave enough to tackle the defense of Grand Cape Mount, and the football official has signaled 4 minutes of added on time. So we are now left with 4 minutes. Another player is on the ground rolling. As we are now left with 4 minutes. This entire game to a close. Stopper has been announced as the match after scoring. And the goal scored this game so far. Grenku still lead by a goal to nil. People counted doing all they can to salvage an equalizer, but let's see what can happen.
Anthony, like I told you, he said that Adeola is going to the qualification to the semi-finals, and actually we have seen a year looking at Grand Cape County and Grand Cape County. Grand Cape are there together, just two or three additions to the team that won last year edition of the National County Sports Meet. So we have seen them together play as a team that have won the county meet before, and standing all chance to defend us. Now they are need medical attention. No time. Grand Conte is just an inch to the semi-final of this year's National County Sports Meet. The defending champions, defending football champions, Grand County, just an inch to the semi-final, and they will be up against Monserrado County in the semi-final. Referee Manuel Mesa, and that's it. Grand County